Grace, welcome. Hi, Grace. Welcome to our video today, where
Hi.
we thought, where we thought we'd talk about how it's been for us working together, with you working as an intern with me at Beyond the School Run, and how we came about finding it. So, for anyone else out there that's potentially looking to work with an intern or get some support with their work, then hopefully this is beneficial to them. So, Grace, first of all, how did you find us? Because I think it'd be interesting to share Workfinder with those that are watching. And how did you come about to find Workfinder?
Yeah, so basically I was looking for some intern work because all my things work experience on my CV is what I've done in Hong Kong, and I find I want some work experience in the UK as well. So I start looking for work online. So then I come across Workfinder. And then I'm still in uni, of course, so then I don't have much time. But then I had a look at Workfinder. A lot of times people are just looking for someone who does part-time work or just need a little bit of help. So yeah, so I find Workfinder quite useful.
That's so great. And yes, I found out about Workfinder because I'd heard about it from someone that had set it up, and then I was starting to think about finding an intern. And so just to explain quickly, is what I end up doing with Workfinder is you post a brief job description, a role description. Like on there, I was particularly looking for someone to kind of come and help me with the social media. And then people then, for students like yourself, because you're at university, aren't you? Then replied to the job role, and then we made the connection that way. And it was really quick, wasn't it? Sort of like a really simple sign up process. And then I did a couple of Zoom calls with you, and then we started work, I think, a couple of months ago, a few
Yeah,
months ago.
and it's really good that it's very simple to match with an employer or someone who's looking for someone to help. Because for like traditional application sites, you need to fill in a lot of stuff, customize a cover letter for them, edit your CV for it. But on Workfinder, you can match or what skills you have. You can just choose from all the options, and then what personality do you think you have, and then the employer knows what they're looking for and what I'm looking for. So yeah.
That's so good. And yes, and from my point of view, it was just so simple just to put a quick description up, sign up, put a quick description, and then it also arranges all the calls for us in between. So then it sort of the work finder arranged the calls, and then we had the call off the back of it. So Grace, what were you looking to achieve from starting some work experience? Because I think you're in your third year at university, aren't you?
Yeah. So then third year, very crucial time to like have some work experience. A lot of my friends around me already have like a very long list of all the work experience they have. And what's the question again? We can
That's
edit.
okay. Yeah, so what were you kind of looking to achieve? Is it because the university is sort of saying you really need to get some work experience, or you genuinely were like, I want to fill these gaps or start to explore some different kind of opportunities or skills and things like that?
So
Because I know you took a shop, hadn't you, before that? So
yeah,
when we connected, you were, yeah.
I've always been very interested in marketing, like social media marketing in general. So I had my own little shop. You can see my
I can see
shirt
it.
at the back. Yeah, so I was selling them and then trying out different marketing strategies on social media and stuff. But then it's all my own idea, right? I still want to be in a workplace to learn from some people, like work with some people. I don't want to do it all alone. So then I want from this work experience to work with Louise, work with someone to know what other people wants to do with social media marketing, what are the demands and what things they want. Yeah.
And yeah, and actually, from my point of view, Grace, I remember when we first started working together, it was so refreshing for me to have someone to work with. I've been growing Beyond the School Run on my own ever since I launched it, and to then have the first person to come on and start working with me, we had sort of we started, we still do have a weekly catch up call, don't we? And I have to say, just from my point of view, just having someone to talk things through, and you have this expertise in social media that I just don't have, this knowledge, and sometimes I'm like, how do I do this, Grace? How do I do that? And it's just so refreshing, and it makes you very accountable as well. So some things I wouldn't necessarily focus on when we have our catch-up calls. It's just so lovely having a team. And yes, after having spent such a long time growing on my own. So those kind of areas. And then also having you add, and you're when I'm not working on Beyond the School Run on the socials, I know there's times where you are, and that's a really amazing thing. So all those, and just the joy of being able to connect and have these catch-ups and things. What have you found that you've experienced from it so far that might be useful for anyone else that's looking to do work experience or have that some sort of
So yeah,
experience?
for me, I've never done an work experience in the UK. So then English is not my first language, everything. But like now I get to like have more of a know how to talk to people, communicate with people in a workplace. That's really valuable experience for me, I think. Good practice for my English as well. And yeah, and communication skills is always a very key soft skills in all sort of workplace. So I think that's the main thing I've learned from this experience. And then other than that, also social media marketing. I've been doing it for a long time now, but it was in the industry that I like, so I know the most. But then Beyond the School Run is a completely different thing for me because I didn't know much about the parenting community before, but now I get to know more
Yeah, really.
what different industries want from social media. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's really been brilliant for me actually, is to recognize that certainly people, students like yourself, have such a natural knowledge of social media that it's so helpful to be able to work with someone like yourself. So all in all, Grace, it's been great, hasn't it? I
Yeah,
would say it's been great.
really enjoy
And
working with you.
I really enjoy working with you too. I have to say, it's just such a joy, and it really reminds me the value of people connecting and working together to build things together to support each other, and I'm so excited to have you on board and also see where your journey takes you after this as well. So yeah, thanks so much to Workfinder for connecting us. So we hope that's been useful. And any last tips or anything, Grace, to anyone that's maybe looking for an intern or who is looking to become an intern? Any thoughts or anything for anyone out there?
Yeah, so me, when I started looking for internships here, I found it very frustrating because you keep getting rejected as well. And but now my thoughts completely change. So what I would say is just keep going, keep pushing
Yeah.
yourself, keep sending applications, and maybe it's just not the right one for you yet. A better opportunity is waiting for you, so just never give up on finding work. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. And back from me for anyone that's considering an intern, I was like, it's just brilliant to have someone that can come and support you and you can work alongside each other. And yeah, it's so much more. So thanks, Grace, and thanks for sharing our video today. And we look forward to connecting with everyone again soon. Many thanks.
Thank you. Bye bye.